Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Prepared. Thanks for watching. So as you can tell from the title of this video, it's going to be pretty controversial to a lot of people. All I ask is that before you get all excited, listen to why I'm saying what I'm saying and follow along, and then if you disagree, please, by all means, let me know. Now, what I'm talking about is, I'm not sure what the title of this video is going to be, but it's going to be something along the lines of the statement that I'm about to make. And so like I said, just hear the statement and then listen to why I'm saying what I'm saying. But here we go. So, stop stockpiling food. And I know a lot of you are out there, you're thinking that goes against everything we've ever heard, thought, read, learned about prepping. Is when I say to stop stockpiling food. What I'm saying is stop stockpiling food. What I am not saying is don't buy extra food, don't keep extra food, nothing like that. What I'm referring to is stockpiling food. Now, let me give you an example. And this was a post that was made in one of the groups I'm in, and it's really what got me started thinking along this line. And the post states that, hey, this week I forgot to buy sugar at the store, so I took some out of storage that was bought in 2014, expires 2016. And it goes on a little about the sugar and some of the problems they had with it and whatever. But what caught my attention is, why do you have 10-year-old sugar in your storage? Okay. Two situations where you should have 10-year-old sugar in your storage. Number one being is 10 years ago, you bought sugar. You went to your pantry, you put it in there. You took another bag out, took it to your kitchen, and that's what you used. And that bag of sugar lasted you 10 years, and you just now needed more. Now, that's not this situation, because the post starts off with, I forgot to buy sugar, so I had to get it out of storage. So that's not the situation. The other situation is, if you have 10 years worth of food in your prepper pantry, then by all means have 10-year-old sugar. Other than that, you should not. Okay? And I'm not saying don't have extra sugar. I'm not saying don't buy extra things like that. What I'm saying is don't stockpile sugar. Okay? When you buy sugar that you use, put it in your pantry, take it out, the old one, rotate that food out so you don't have 10-year-old sugar and you don't have the issues that come with it that this person had. So, and why am I saying this? Why am I even talking about this? This goes to the whole issue of mindset. It's not about storing food. This is about mindset. Okay? If you have the mindset and you keep telling yourself, I have to stockpile food. I have to stockpile food. What happens is gradually your mind changes the way you think about the prepping of your food. And it shifts, and you go from being a prepper and being prepared into now you're a hoarder. You're just buying food, shoving it in the storage, and that is it. And that's where it causes problems. Way back in the day for Y2K, and I'll say Y2K, that was when a lot of people that I know, myself included, was really getting into the prepping thing and researching it, finding out what works for us. And I know a couple of groups at that time spent tons of money stockpiling up food for Y2K. And, you know, here comes 2010, 2015, and 2020. And they're throwing tens of thousands of dollars of food away because of what they had stockpiled. Now, this is another reason why I don't like those little checklists. I see people asking, oh, you know, does anybody have a checklist of all the food we should have stored or things like that? And this is one of the reasons why I really don't like those. You get into the habit of looking at this checklist and go, okay, well, I need 30 pounds of rice. You throw 30 pounds of rice in a bucket, stick it in your closet, and now you can just check that off your list. And you forget about it, so you're not rotating it. And I'll read a second little post here, what happened. This one person, when they first started doing their preps, they storing rice in those cheap totes that you can get at Walmart or wherever. And, they had 30 pounds of rice in this tote, and they sealed it up and they threw it in the closet. Well, an undetermined amount of time later, they go to look at it, and mice have chewed through the tote and into the rice, and they destroyed 30 pounds of rice that they had stored in here. That's what happens when you just stockpile food. You put it in a bucket, you put it in a tote, you put it in whatever, you throw it in the closet, you leave it. Mice are going to get into it. I don't care what kind of container it is. Okay. Mice, spiders, bugs, other things, they're going to get in it if you don't get in it. And what happens when we're rotating food, we're in there all the time. So if this guy would have been rotating that rice, maybe they go through a bag of rice a month. And so they got a new bag of rice and they needed some for the kitchen. So they pull this tote out. Maybe they notice, hey, there's a hole started to form in here. Hey, we need to rethink what we're doing with our rice because these totes aren't working. So it gives you kind of a heads up when things like that are going on. And also it puts your scent on there. If you have an area of your house where you frequent a lot, you're not going to have as many insects in there and as many rodents and things like that because you're there all the time. You're in, you're out, you leave your scent, you're moving things. Things are different for them. They don't like it. If they have light, they don't like that. So it really just helps to keep the bugs and the rodents out of your food. So again, guys, please don't get hung up on me saying stop stockpiling food. Stop calling it a stockpile, okay? We want to have extra food on hand. We want to have all that security of the extra food, but we want to use it on a day-to-day basis. We don't want to just buy it and shove it in a closet, okay? So that is all I have this time. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, all those good things. And until next time, take care.